Welcome to Bed Crime Stories podcast. I'm your host, T. To my loyal bed crimers, hi, how are you? I hope you're having a great time. Don't get too stressed out about the holidays. It's supposed to be about family and love, and don't worry about all the other stuff. Charlie Adelson's mother and father, Donna and Harvey Adelson, were caught trying to flee to Vietnam on a one-way plane ticket right before Donna was arrested in connection to the crime that led to her ex-son-in-law Dan Markel's death. And according to the Tallahassee Democrat newspaper, Donna and Harvey had plenty of cash to start a new life in Vietnam, a non-extradition country. Between Donna, Harvey, Charlie, and Wendy Adelson, they had millions of dollars in checking, savings, and investment accounts, more than $8 million. In fact, a forensic accountant found 32 individual accounts belonging to the Adelsons. 32! And all of that doesn't include the piles of cash the Adelsons kept in a safe, or the $100,000 in stapled $100 bills that Charlie Adelson handed over to his ex-girlfriend, Catherine McBanawa, and the two hired thugs who did in Wendy's ex, Dan Markel, or the real estate, cars, and other assets owned by the family. Now, Charlie graduated from dental school and finished his residency in 2006 at Nova Southeastern University. Per Charlie, at that time, he owed more than $200,000 in student debt. He began working as a traveling periodontist in South Florida. Charlie also joined his dad's dental practice. In 2012, Charlie bought the practice from Harvey, but then 3 years later, he sold it back to Harvey, who was still working there. Charlie told jurors that by 2011, just 5 years after graduating from dental school, he was making $350,000 a year, and by 2014, that number had leapt to between $850,000 and $900,000. Charlie said his best earning years were 2013, 2014, and 2015. However, a state financial investigator said Charlie's income was well over the six figures that he described while testifying during his trial. Today, it's unclear how much remains in the Adelsons' coffers. No doubt much has been paid out to pricey lawyers and other experts hired to assist in Charlie's defense. In addition to that, Donna and Harvey and Wendy all have their own private attorneys. Now, with Donna charged and behind bars, the Adelsons will have to once again reach into their pockets to pay for her defense. It's also unknown if Dan Markel's family will file a wrongful death lawsuit against the Adelsons. The Markels clearly have every right and reason to do that. The only thing that may give them pause are Danny's two sons. Forensic accountant and certified fraud examiner Mary Hull meticulously went over the Adelsons' family finances. Hull testified that Charlie earned millions each year between 2013 and 2016. Hull said this of Charlie's income: it varied between $3 million and $3.5 million, according to his bank records that I had. He also had some rental income and some land sales, end quote. The sons are living with their mother, Wendy Adelson, and it's likely important to the Markels that those boys enjoy their lives without want of food and shelter, that they be given every opportunity for a good education and more. So perhaps the Markels, who still hope to see their grandsons one day, will refrain from filing such a lawsuit. They likely don't want to anger Wendy or upset their grandsons. It's such a tricky situation for them to be in. Now, according to an article in the Tallahassee Democrat, quote, under Florida law, the statute of limitations for a wrongful death lawsuit is 2 years, unless it involves certain intentional torts, including murder, in which case an action may be commenced at any time. Note that a Tallahassee civil trial lawyer named Hal Lewis III told the Tallahassee Democrat, quote, "Knowing the family's situation, I would be shocked if the Markel family does not sue Dr. Adelson," end quote. Now, I think he meant Dr. Charlie Adelson, but the article doesn't make it clear. So by saying Dr. Adelson, he could have been referring to Dr. Harvey Adelson as well. But I think it was Charlie, because Charlie is the one who's convicted. Donna is just charged and arrested. So I don't think it could be Harvey, because he would be the one they'd go to if Donna is convicted. Oy vey, have I confused you enough? Lewis went on to say, quote, "Having said that, he has had more than enough time to shift or hide assets around to where they may be undiscoverable. This was hinted at by Donna Adelson in a recent recorded phone call," end quote. So Charlie Adelson lied on the stand about how much money he was making, and the Adelsons may have been spending the weeks after Charlie's conviction hiding assets. I'll say it again. What a lovely family. I hope the Markels do file a lawsuit against the Adelsons, and I further hope that if Wendy was involved in the plot to do in her ex, Dan Markel, that justice comes knocking on her door. I know this will be horrendous for her sons, but I feel confident that they will soon be wondering who in the Adelson family wasn't involved in their father's death. I also feel confident that the Markels are waiting with open arms to embrace and nurture Dan and Wendy's children. Until the next time on Bedcrime Stories. Hey, smash that like button. It really helps. And you know, I need all the help I can get.